Yes, there was. I definitely auditioned for Superman when it would have been when Henry Cavill, I guess, got it whenever that was. I also had a preliminary meeting. There's a time I'd only just got an agent, I think, again, when they were thinking of going really young for Bond. Went before they cast Daniel Craig. And yeah, I was like 22 or something. But they were thinking that young at that point for like a hot minute. And I remember meeting Debbie McWilliams, the casting director, at that point. I think she was just meeting anyone out of a certain age range in London or whatever at the time. But no, the thing I remember really chasing, and Eddie, it was funny because myself and Eddie and Andrew Garfield were all very, very good friends, and we were all auditioning for this thing called BioShock, which is a computer game that they were making into a film. I can't even remember who the studio was, but at one point it was really active. It was aggressively casting, and I must have auditioned for it 6 times. It was like insane, and actually Garth and Eddie and I were all like prepping each other for the same part. So we're all like, hey, I'm living with Eddie, Andrew's here with us all the time, and we're all auditioning for this lead character in this BioShock thing, and we'd be like, reading the sides, the audition sides with each other, and then being like, what time are you? You're in at 2:00? I'm in at 3. Do you want to lift? Should we have a coffee first? And then it's so ridiculous. And then because we were spending so much time together, and Eddie and I were literally living together, you would find out if you weren't getting a call back by, and then the other one, if you got the call saying they want to see you again and the other one didn't get that call, then they would know that they're probably not going to be wanted again. It was a mad time, and I auditioned for it so much that I think I remembered the sides. I remember the dialogue for about 3 pages of dialogue in one of the scenes. I remembered until a few years ago. I still had that in my mind, and we're talking it's 14 years ago that they were auditioning me. I just read it so many times, but then they never even made it. They never even made that movie. I mean, it's kind of crazy, but we all really wanted it, and it's funny how it's worked out, because we've all done okay, and it's it might have been it might have been a terrible thing, but back then back then we weren't in the position we find ourselves in very luckily now, where we have a bit of a choice over what we say yes to and everything. But that back then, you're just auditioning for everything, trying to make something happen, and for us it was BioShock in a big way.